221 likes, huh? Well, alright, guess I'm talking about chakra natures some more. Alright, so first of all, go watch my chakra natures video if you haven't already. A lot of the stuff that I talk about there is very useful information to have when going into this video, so I would highly recommend watching that video first. With that out of the way, let's begin. First up is Fire Release, which is commonly associated with the Uchiha and Sarutobi clans, and is a commonly seen chakra nature among ninja in the Land of Fire. Fire Release techniques are performed by superheating the chakra present inside of a person's body before releasing that chakra through the mouth in the form of a massive burst of fire. This is not the only way to perform fire release techniques, as Asuma Sarutobi has shown the ability to perform fire jutsu by igniting things like gunpowder and ash. Suffice to say, fire release users are given quite a bit of freedom to creatively execute their attacks. The most basic and versatile fire jutsu is the Great Fireball technique, the shape and size of which can be easily altered. The shape of the technique can be anything from a neat condensed ball of flame to a chaotic continuous flamethrower that fans out from the user's mouth. The Great Fireball technique's incredible versatility make it one of the most useful and dynamic ninjutsu a person can perform. As a matter of fact, it's so versatile and so easy to manipulate that many of the fire jutsu seen in the Naruto world can be viewed as simple variations of the fireball technique. The Majestic Destroyer Flame, for example, is essentially just a mega-sized version of the flamethrower shape of the Great Fireball technique. As you can tell from this example, many fire release techniques share the same foundation, and this is made very evident by the fact that many of them are performed by weaving the same hand seal, the Tiger Seal. Due to the explosive nature of fire release, most, if not all of its techniques are meant to be performed at mid to long range. As a result, it's a bit difficult to use fire jutsu to complement taijutsu techniques. Fire jutsu also tend to be very difficult to control, as once expelled from the body, flames will often act of their own accord. It takes an outrageous level of mastery over fire release to have flames obey the user's commands. As I mentioned in the Chakra Natures video, fire release is weak against water and strong against wind, but its relationship with both natures is a bit more complex than that. If a fire release technique is sufficiently more powerful than a water release technique that it makes contact with, the heat of the flames can actually cause the water technique to evaporate and be rendered ineffective. However, fire release techniques will always have a 100% success rate when used against wind release techniques. No matter how powerful a wind release technique is, it will never extinguish a fire release technique, and will instead just do the exact opposite. The air contained in wind release techniques will simply fuel any fire release techniques that they come into contact with, causing the flames to expand and become more powerful. It's never been stated anywhere, but I would assume that the stronger a wind technique is, the stronger they make any fire release technique that they come into contact with. In the manga, the only time fire release has ever shown any special interaction with another element aside from wind and water is when Sasuke Uchiha used fire release in conjunction with lightning release. However, the interaction between them is very minimal, as the lightning didn't really affect the fire at all, and vice versa. Sasuke simply used his fire release technique to create clouds in the air that he could use to set up a lightning release technique called Kirin. Fire release has also been used in conjunction with earth release in one of the filler episodes, episode 69, but I like to pretend that arc didn't happen, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Alright, so that should cover everything there is to say about fire release. Next Wednesday, I'm gonna be doing lightning release, so you guys have that to look forward to. This weekend is going to be something completely different, though. Still gonna be anime, just gonna be a longer video. Sorry this one was so short. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching all the way to the end. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and maybe leave a like. That'd make me really happy. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you next time, and goodbye. Swaikage out.